Wow. That's pretty heavy stuff here. Well, it's January, first month of the year, and a great month. I've always had a bias toward January. It's the month that I was born in, so I'm a bit partial, but it's a great month. It can be a little cold, mind you. I remember riding in the car on the way home from the hospital after I was born, thinking, dang, this is not as warm as I've been accustomed to here. But it's a great month. And football fans, you know, I always think about January as the bowl month. And it used to be you had the Super Bowl to look forward to in January. Now they bumped that into February. And the New Year's Day bowls were that was the big deal. And now they're not so much anymore. But it's good to know that there are some bowls that are still valued in January. Probably cereal bowls, because we're talking roughage here. Because January is fiber focus month, it's oatmeal month, and prune breakfast month. So there you go. Somebody's trying to tell us something there. On a more serious note, January is right here in the bleak midwinter, and I guess on a less serious note, midwinter has been pretty bleak in Miami last night, and some say in Tallahassee, if you had a different shade of blue. But it is a time when things seem to go quiet, go to sleep. And science is called dormancy. Everything becomes dormant. You got some animals hibernating, plants seem to be dead on the outside. And even us human beings, we tend to hunker down, don't we? Stay inside in front of the fire and stay warm for the most part. And that's especially been true during the pandemic. And thank you for your prayer, Jerry. But what we know is that even though things are quiet, there's a lot going on underneath the surface. Winter is a time of preparation in nature. And as roots grow and the sap is inside the plants responding to the soil and the temperature changes that are taking place in the winter to prepare for growth in the spring. And you know, if you stop and think about it, people go through similar periods in our lives, don't we? We have quiet times, maybe when we don't hear God as we would like to, or maybe we don't seem to be making progress in some of the areas of our lives. Not much seems to be happening. But during these times, a lot of times, it's when we see the most growth taking place, especially, spiritually, during the quiet periods of our lives. And so just as plants grow in the spring, as the conditions right after a period of dormancy, we do the same thing, I think. And so as we celebrate birthdays today, in one way, we're celebrating that growth that's occurred during the past year. Another year older, hopefully another year wiser. Now, there's a lot of interesting people born in January. Elvis was born on the 8th. We need to make note of that, certainly. Rod Stewart and Eddie Boland were born on the 10th. Alexander Hamilton came on the next day, Eddie on the 11th. Doug Hunt on the 13th. Martin Luther King and Chuck Bybee on the 15th. And I can't help but note that in all the years I've been doing the birthdays, which is probably way too many for y'all's taste, Chuck Bybee has been the one January constant in there. And I can always count on singing happy birthday to Chuck over all these years. Muhammad Ali on the 17th, Dolly Parton on the 19th. I squeezed in there on the 22nd. And Beth Atkins on the 28th. And so as we kick off 2022, we'll hope for a much better year. As Jared said, let's celebrate growth. Let's celebrate wisdom. Let's rejoice in another year of being Rotarians and enjoying the fellowship. It's a special part of being a Rotarian. And so I think Joseph says he's capable of playing happy birthday without sheet music. So if you're having a birthday in January, Chuck, y'all stand and we'll do a little singing here.
Thank you, Stan.